Hello and welcome people back to more of Black Screen until it starts playing, uh, Stretch Panic.
Loading issues. Comes with
Nah,
the
not really,
territory.
I think I just cut it wrong. Because this game actually loads pretty fast. It's only on a CD, so there isn't really much to go through.
Oh, Nico, you're so incompetent.
Says the guy who didn't know how what the interlacing was until I basically murderalized him about it.
Says the guy who can't get an S rank in Panzer Dragoon. Okay, so we're gonna move on to this boss now.
So, this boss is really
We fell into
weird.
Mario Galaxy, apparently.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
I didn't know what to make of this stage either when I was playing it. All I saw is that it's a recolor of the fat one we saw earlier.
Oh yes, there are three recolors of the fat one. In any case, this fight is really weird. For most of it I had no idea if I was actually doing the right thing or how was I doing the right thing, because I was doing damage to this thing. Of course, avoid electricity like fire. And I have no idea how I did that red damage. Because I just pinched something and it just, like, you know, fifth of her health is gone.
I think you have to pinch those things in the face.
Yeah, that's what I figured out, but I mean, with how this level is, it's impossible to know. You can still just slightly pinch her to death by aiming at either her or these things, because they all share the same health bar. Overall, her design is actually really cool. Like, you can see that the end of the satellite is her legs.
Right.
And she has a really cute... Everything about this game is incredibly both cute and creepy. I like this style. The same guy actually art directed another game which was on the PS1 called what was it? Silhouette Mirage, which was I think it was a weird kind of game. It was also I don't know much about it, but it looked like a boss rush type of game, or like, you know, you just get people to fight, and it also had this very adorable, simplistic and colorful art style to it, where everything was just done out of very simplistic shapes. I need to check it out one day. But yeah, you kill those little dudes and she apparently replaces them afterwards. But because of how she flies around, it's actually really hard to... And here again, I ranked another red thing. I don't know how.
Stretching her skirt really far, apparently.
No, because that did blue beforehand.
It's a mystery for the ages.
Yeah, it's mostly because of how the level is. And I don't even know if I'm actually launching them into space or not, because the camera angle. What is
Right.
there more to say?
Yeah, I think what it is that you're getting lucky and you're managing to launch them into her at certain points.
Yeah, that's as far. Yeah, that's what I think too. Because you can attack her directly, but because she's constantly moving, and there are bumps on the road which you cannot just walk over. She for some reason has to climb on them.
Right.
And she has to take her goddamn time in order to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you just keep eliminating the floating heads, it will be over eventually.
At some point.
At some point. I also love her idle animation and how she's never affected by what her scarf is doing.
Well,
She's just
no.
like, yeah, it's stretching, and I'm just going to, like, you know, nee, 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 nee.
She loves her scarf. It is her friend.
Yeah, now we know.
Mm-hmm. This game makes a lot more sense now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it still makes a lot more sense than Kingdom Hearts.
True. True.
I mean, Kingdom Hearts 2, or the series in general.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's actually
10
the red
points.
damage is directly attacking her.
See, told you.
Hmm.
You just gotta grab her face.
Well, that time I didn't actually grab her face, I more grabbed her body.
What about her babies?
She will keep replacing them. Like that one enemy from Pikmin 2, which is horribly, horribly disturbing.
Uh,
Overall, it's not so much of a fight.
so much as it is. Oh my god, I just saw that.
Yeah,
How
she
she-
opens her... And here again, let me see, actually. And she floats around when she does that.
So yeah, stretch bomb cost points.
Yes. Apparently, I think 5 of them. I would just have to look back because I wasn't paying attention to the points.
Where's
And
the
now
door?
exactly.
Oh god! Oh, there it is.
Eventually, you will find it. Eventually. But yeah, as you see, I don't really need to cut out the load times because it just loads almost instantaneously. Except for the saving, which is also damn near instantaneous.
This game is well optimized, apparently.
Yes, it runs at 60 frames.
I don't believe you.
I can send you the raw file.
Oh! Because you edited it, probably.
Just... Also, for anyone interested, I'm actually recording this using GSM because I found out this game is actually compatible with it.
Good.
And what's also even more interesting, this is the first PS2 game I have run into. It actually runs at 640 on 448. AKA the actual resolution at which it says it runs. Because all of the other games that I have tested with GSM would appear in very squished vision. And this music is awesome.
So, she became Mrs. Potato Head.
Yes. Oh, you have no idea
Well,
how much of a potato head she is.
no, I can very clearly see that.
She will become even more so in a second. Everything fell apart.
Yeah.
This is arguably even worse because all of her parts are going to attack you from random places.
So never remove her face. Ever.
Well, it's such a chaos no matter what you do, so it doesn't matter as much. You can also throw the elements at her and actually put them in very random spots.
That's funny.
Yes. I don't know what actually happens if you do put them all back. If you put them all back in before she calls them back by herself. But I would assume it's it may do more damage, like it may do the red damage, because I don't think I even found out what does red damage on this fight.
I don't even know what did the yellow damage you did earlier.
Oh, I launched myself.
Oh.
But you see here, how was I supposed to even avoid that?
By dodge rolling.
Exactly. This music, though.
Dude, it's pumping.
It's awesome.
But, why don't you try actually throwing her things back at her? Are you that determined to just pinch her to death?
I eventually do that. But
So
yeah, it's a little... I eventually just pinch her to death because, like, you know, grabbing all of those parts manually and putting them together, a lot of work.
I could do it.
Well, I ain't replaying this. You can get this game and try.
Ryo could do it.
He probably could. However, I don't care enough. I do like it for the art style and its weirdness, but
Well, you heard him here, folks. Nico doesn't care about video games. Why even watching his channel?
I like it for the music and the art
See?
style. Stop being a Foghorn stan.
Never.
Yeah, I know. I had to turn you down on Skype. Basically, every time I call you, I have to lower it to at least... I have to lower you to 40% as opposed to 60%, which is for, what I have for most people.
Nope. See, this boss is considerate enough to warn you that she's going to shoot you.
Yeah, she also goes on a pattern, kind of, sort of.
Like shooting goop out of her ears.
Yeah. Also, the whole launching thing, if you're ever going to use the launching attack, always aim your analog stick to the upwards. Because otherwise, it's almost never going to work. Because from downwards, she will just get stopped by the ground, and sideways, she just doesn't reach the point. And also, you have to make sure there isn't a wall on the way.
I'm really just trying to figure out what her weak point is.
Yeah, I think it is just that you have to put her all back together.
Yeah.
And what's annoying, pinching her doesn't actually stagger her in any way.
Grab the stuff. Grab the stuff.
I do try to go for it, but it just mess.
You can do it, Nico. I believe in you.
Well, I don't believe in myself, so.
Wow, Nico.
And actually, she may even run into her own parts, but they will never merge with her unless you just throw it at her. And you can also prevent her from reassembling by launching yourself at her again. You know, the yellow damage thing. Like that.
There you go. Honestly, that's probably the way you should get most of your damage. See, look at that.
Yeah, and that's also the way to get yourself the most damage.
You can take it. You're in the lead.
More or less.
Just be self-sacrificial.
I still can't get over this music.
It's okay. It'll be over soon.
And this is the only time where it ever, like, drops the frame rate. There's just so much hell going on.
So, I take it you're going to be buying Linda's hat at some point.
I'll make a Linda's hat at some point.
Good. And that's
awesome.
Oh, no. Oh. Surprising. Okay. Just fucking kill her already. Launch yourself already. There. Now she is dead.
Yay.
Well, that was a thing.
It was something, alright.